the mantras and the mudras are ways also of capturing our attention and intention to the present moment so that we don't have this anxiety or numbness, immobilization that comes from the continuous worrying and stress. I'm thinking that next Saturday I will address fatigue, which many of us are feeling also because of all this stress. But today, let's do the Gayatri Mantra and these mudras. These mudras are gestures that are like a pre-verbal communication to ourselves, our individual selves, as our intention and attention, and also to our connection with our universal self within us. So to God within us, to the divine presence, to light, to dimension that goes beyond our concerns with our immediate problems. And eventually calms us down and we have new insights on how to work with the problems, which are always still there. We are not denying that. But let's see how we can work with ourselves to calm our body and mind and to open ourselves to insight. Today I wanted to be doing the mudras with you because I find them very powerful, and the more difficult the situation becomes, the more we have to connect with prayers and ways of turning towards the light, which don't need to be complicated. Again, just be kind to somebody else. That's already turning to the light. Okay. So, but just in case you're interested in these mudras, let's go again. So the first one was the right hand is a little bit closer to you as you interlace your fingers. And then the middle finger and ring finger are crossed at the first knuckle, right? And now the pinkies are going up and they are going to touch the ring fingers of the opposite hand. So that goes here and that goes here. And the pointers are going to go down, the index fingers are going to go down, so they touch the middle fingers of the other hand. And that creates this bound within space and time. And the thumbs are also touching. Everything's bound within space and time. By your grace, knowledge dawns. Know that always as we turn towards spirit, with devotion and with sincerity, some insight come. So by your grace, knowledge dawns. One hand is here, the other hand is at the thigh. By your grace, knowledge dawns, and dispassion is attained. Understanding the role of creation. So at this moment, we are having the pinkies touching, the middle fingers touching, the thumbs touching, and now the ring fingers are going to cross, like forming an X, and the index are going to wrap around the ring finger, so the middle move a little bit so that you're trying to catch the end there with your index fingers, and then you straighten your middle fingers. And that's Yoni Mudra. That's a representation of the force of life that moves through every birth. So understanding the role of creation. I also like to say usually understanding the nature of reality. The nature of reality is that it's always changing. And the role of creation. And the role of creation is that we come into form to learn. So whatever circumstances, everything is just part of this journey of learning. And the role of creation. From here we go to immerse in Om, so we separate all that and we form this form with the left hand, and the right hand is going to wrap around the thumb, and we just close it and it forms like this. That's a conch, right? Immerse in Om, immerse in this understanding that we are much more than all these worries that we have in our daily life, and that we can keep turning towards light so that we can find resilience and inner strength and be a light for each other. Immerse in Om, liberation unfolds. It's like the lotus, unfolds at the level of the heart, the throat, the eyes. The throat is what expresses in our words, in our communication, our our values, our love. Um, so liberation unfolds at the heart, at the throat, at the eyes, the third eye. Liberation unfolds. Coming back to the self with a sense of control, all like this, and then one up. I direct my mind and my heart to thee. So this is the left hand, and it's like this. This is the right hand, and it goes here. And then it rotates a little bit so that you can bring your ring finger under the other ring finger and your middle finger here. And once they are like that, you just kind of bring your elbows out and allow your hands to gently, don't force anything, just gently come in. And then they turn and you bring these two fingers here. So again, left hand, right hand. Right hand's going to put the pinky there, pinky of the right on the left. Now we rotate the hands a little bit, bring the elbows in, and it's not a question of force. In fact, it's a question of relaxing. So you rotate the hands a little bit, and then you can use the ring finger of your right on top of the ring finger of the left, and also you can bring your middle finger of the right on top of the middle finger of the left. So here the individual self and the universal self are totally intertwined, interwoven, connecting with each other. And then from here, we just bring the elbows out and up, and the hands naturally come towards the heart. And then you can easily turn it without leaving the other fingers. And so then you have again here this praying mudra. So direct my mind and my heart to thee. And then we form this knowledge mudra, knowing. I make these two circles. And then again, bring the hands towards our heart and out. I direct my mind and my heart to thee in complete surrender. And it is in that surrendering that we find peace and that we find light. If we are trying to figure everything out on our own, just cognitively, it's impossible. But this is a source of miracles. It helps your whole body and mind to relax. And again, just I hope that some of you enjoyed it and at least for a moment felt the movement of it, the peace of it. And this is probably the most esoteric of the times that I have been with you. And I do these practices every day, but I don't say that you need to do them every day. I just thought that I would share it with you because it feels very beautiful. Just it feels I don't know where we are going with the world, but let me see if I can find some measure of peace, and we'll find it through all our practices.